to begin.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Social Primate Podcast. What's up?
What's up?
As you can see, there's nobody here to my left right now.
I mean, unless you got a good imagination.
Yeah, I mean, we can imagine it's an invisible man. We got the invisible man here today. And we also got Dre.
Dre Day.
What's up, man?
How's it going, man? Chilling.
Yeah, so today's one of those episodes where everything... I mean, the episode's going to be about everything and about anything.
And about nothing.
And about nothing. So
like that.
be prepared to fall into some sort of mind-numbing trance while you listen to this.
I can dig it.
Yeah, and then...
So, how was your week, man?
It was pretty good, man. It was pretty
Your
good,
weekend?
but it's also... My personal week was pretty good. It was also crazy. And then I think, as we all know, like, nationally, it was pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. It was like overnight people lost their mind.
Yeah, man, back to back, pretty much. I think it was like less than 12 hours when those mass shootings happened.
And I wonder if some way they're going to find out it's connected, some way, somehow. And they're the only two dudes that went through with it, and there were supposed to be more, but they chickened out.
Yeah. Dude, imagine,
I
like,
don't
just
know.
hit different spots at the same time. Dude, that's some fucking military type of shit.
Yes. And
Oh,
the
fuck.
one dude hit in Ohio, he hit the hot spot, you know what I mean? Like where everybody was chilling. Like it wasn't, I mean, the Walmart's bad because a lot of people died there, but that was like, imagine just chilling at the promenade or whatever, or some open.
Yeah, I saw the video, man. I saw it was like surveillance camera outside of the bar that he was about to run into. So people were just fucking booking it, running, panic and shit. And people are going into the bar, like a bunch of people going into the bar. And you see the dust hit the fucking floor, from the bullets. And then from there, you see him. Basically, he looks pretty. You can't really see him clearly, but he looks armed, like just fucking hefty, because he has armor and shit. He's about to run into the bar, and he gets shot, and he falls down right in kind of like the entrance of the bar.
Wow.
And that's when the cops gunned him down because he got killed.
So who shot him? Was it a pedestrian or?
No, it was the cops.
A cops. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the cops came through. I think they responded. I don't know whether they were already near the area or if they responded as soon as it happened.
Wow.
But point is, they're the ones who fucking shot him down.
One of the instances, they responded within like seconds because they were in the area doing patrols anyways.
Yeah.
So they responded within seconds. It's hard to say which one because they happen so close. I don't know which is which. I just know one was in El Paso and the other one was Dayton.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I just hate that they blame guns. They blame video games and shit on this stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, video game was
up.
one that they started bringing up again, which is pretty dumb. On top of the fucking, not calling it white supremacy, like, or domestic terrorism. They're like, oh, it's mental health. He's in trouble.
Let me ask you this. Trump was talking about like how he needs to like this stuff needs to stop and needs to end, but yeah, he was using it to his advantage before. You think this scared him a little bit and he might change his ways a little bit, or you think he's gonna lean into it and just?
Well, I mean, he released a statement, I think yesterday or the day before, where he was like, oh yeah, I condemn white supremacy. I think he said it and stuff. But it sounds it sounds robotic.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's just like either memorized his message or he's watching a teleprompter and shit and like just talking into the camera. So it doesn't sound like his natural, like, how he's all like,
boisterous and He's
really he moves a lot too when he's expressing himself. He's just like,
But that's what I mean. He wasn't he looked kind of worried. I was wondering, is he finally scared? Is he finally worried that this shit's like finally real and it might be coming to a neighborhood near him and shit? Not to him specifically. God forbid anything happened to the president. I'm talking about to his neighborhood in New York or his families or whatever. I'm just saying, like, because it's happening in these crazy towns and states. I don't need the FBI coming after me for nothing.
I mean, I don't know. I really don't think he just doesn't want to make face like wrong to the wrong people. He doesn't want to make.
Yeah, he wants to save his base.
Yeah, he basically wants to save his base.
Yeah.
So at this point, because I think there was 2 back-to-back ones, I think that's why he's more in the public's eye right now to condemn it. But then he's doing. I can't even find the video, but he just sounds fucking fake. Like, we're here. Here it is. Let's put that on real quick.
All right.
We can put it for a few seconds or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Why don't you just shut up?
Hey, pay the $1, bro. Try it for $1.
Fuck. You mind if I freeze it for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
God, I hate these things, dude. Like, I mean, I know they gotta make money somehow, but using ad blockers should be by choice. God damn it. Okay. or we're gonna block you later, Washington Post. All right, so I'm gonna load up a video real quick here with. It's supposed to be Trump condemning white supremacy, which he didn't do that one time where there was a fucking riots, and I think that was during his right candidacy.
Yeah. Well, he was running no, I think he was already president when that happened. When Charlottesville.
Oh yeah, Charlottesville. Well, let's check him out.
If you look at both of these cases, this is mental illness. These are really people that are very, very seriously mentally ill. First, we must
do a better
job of identifying and acting on early warning signs. We must stop the glorification of violence in our society. This includes the gruesome and grisly video games that are now commonplace. We must reform our mental health laws to better identify mentally disturbed individuals who may commit acts of violence and make sure those people not only...
And I can't really tell if he's like, see, because he just looks different. So I'm wondering, is he scared? He might be scared, or he might be like, no, this is where the war starts.
Wait, like a civil war?
I don't know, bro. It's crazy, fuck. Bro. Shit's going on. This is happening everywhere in small towns. Like El Paso apparently is a small. Okay, let's just three things that I heard. Number one, El Paso is a small community where they're very humble and they're amongst each other. Like they keep amongst themselves. And I think I heard about two is that they're very Latino based. Maybe I think there's a lot of
for sure
and then thing three. I forgot what 3 and 3 was because I was thinking about 1 and 2. I'm sorry. I apologize. You probably come up. I did those dabs. Shout out to Sweet Life Extracts.
Oh man, those were some good dabs.
But the important thing is like this was a small community. Oh, thing 3. There you go. It was Texas. Open carry. People have guns.
True.
So if nobody had a gun to take out this dude, then what the fuck? So I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
If it comes to a town like that, then it's definitely gonna come to a small town around us because some dickhead with the video, like with a video camera and or a phone wants to go live stream and wants to try to become, because there's apparently on 8chan, there's people who try to outdo the last guy.
8chan. I think they got shut down like 2 days ago too or something.
Did they?
Yeah. I think their virus security firm or something, they dropped them. So they were basically open to network attacks. But I think they're trying to come back through some other company.
Okay.
But yeah, point is, it's like they're because of that same reason that's why they say that those type of places where it's just free form, like community boards with with no restrictions in regards to what you can talk about. They've recently been targeted by people would say like the left or something. But I mean I don't know, man. But like for example, for that one dude, the guy who shot up fucking Walmart. Supposedly, I'm not entirely sure, because I don't know I'm not a fucking cop. But what online I've read about it is that he left a manifesto. So he basically drove 9 hours to get it to El Paseo, and then go to the Walmart. He goes in. He supposedly walks into this Walmart. He scouts the Walmart, so he walked around the store, made sure where he was gonna go to try to get more people, and he walks out. He fucking suits up and walks into the Walmart and starts gunning people down.
And that's my point. Is like these people are trying to do these kill counts.
Yeah,
they're real things. On these, they try to outdo each other. Like I want to say like a video game, but it's not a video game.
Mm-hmm.
I play violent video games. Do you play violent video games?
Oh yeah, dude.
Does it make you want to shoot up a Walmart?
It does not.
Yeah,
it does not.
Hey, you got some shout outs from Tusk. He said, "What up?" And then Selfish Shower. They're talking about the Walmart shit's crazy as fuck. So you were saying about what happened when inside?
Well, I mean, yeah, basically, something
crazy.
In his manifesto said that he because of the Mexican immigration or the Mexican invasion, he wanted to put a stop to that. Damn. And it's like, dude, like that's already based on for sure on the whole idea that you want to create harm to that specific type of people. So. And then I think that picture that they put up online, he spelled out Trump with fucking rifles and assault rifles and shit. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, who knows, man?
Hey, Jose Buenas wants a shout out. Oh, shout out to Dre. He's giving me a shout out. Sorry. I thought he wanted you to give a shout out.
I'll give a shout out to you too, man.
The Walmart thing was more that guy, I don't know, see, because they're back to back. So what if it
Yeah.
was like, what if they did try to outdo each other? You know what I mean? What if they did say like, 'cause Walmart's a crowded area. This, you said the guy planned it.
Oh,
It was
yeah, dude.
strategic. And then the other thing was very seemed like strategic. I don't know too many details about either one. You know more details about it than I. But they both seem very strategic. What do we find out? It was a game that was supposed to happen, bro. I'm saying this is scary.
Yeah, I mean, like they always, there's always reports that they're red flags. They're just trying to, trying to push an agenda at that point. I know a lot of people believe that. Because there's people who say that fucking massacre with the babies didn't happen with the little kids.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, that's fake." What the fuck? But,
And did you
I
hear that
mean,
one of the dudes had a kill list and a rape list in high school
dude,
and got expelled?
Yeah. Wait.
He
what
got
do you mean?
suspended for a few days. I'm sorry, and then they brought him back. Like, he got expelled for a couple of years, and then they brought him back because that was a severe thing. But I think they eventually reinstated him into high school or
Yeah.
some shit. But he had a kill list for guys and a rape list for girls.
Dude, people can be fucking crazy, man. I wonder if people have always been that crazy, or if it's the internet that makes them that crazy.
I think it's a little of both. Because in my time, I knew some crazy ass people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some sick bastards. But you could always be like, for me personally, I was never too worried because I could always be like, I was always cool with them and I made sure to keep them friendly
Mm-hmm.
and made sure not to, like, I never went too far with anybody. Those people peer pressure on that shit.
Fuck, yeah. Yeah,
But
dude.
yeah, you didn't have that friend that was like, yo, let's do these drugs or let's go fuck this, let's go jack this car and drive G-ride it.
I mean, sometimes.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy childhood, which I think a lot of people don't get to experience.
Do
But
you-
it's those moments that kind of just stay in your mind, like, oh shit,
Do you think you
These
might
are
have
real.
known a murder in your lifetime?
I honestly, yeah, man. I think. Well, I don't like saying names and stuff, but I was a friend. I was a friend. Friends, man, I feel bad just for even saying it. But it pointed to the friend's cousin. Let's just say, but it's not really. It's just a fucking boyfriend, somebody's boyfriend.
Oh,
Point is,
so you know
I
of it.
only met him once. I didn't even met this guy once. But I know people, once they hear the story, they'll probably know who it is. But apparently this guy, I guess he had issues with his parents or his mom or something, and he basically killed his mom, dude. Killed his mom, froze her up, cut her up, and put her in the freezer. And then he turned himself in a few days later. Like, oh, fuck. So, like, what is it that drives you to that point? Like, I want to say that these guys are driven by hate.
Yeah.
Like, there's just like some fucking unexplicable hate towards something, and you're like, man, you just set your eyes on it and fucking go, I don't know, fucking crazy just on that.
I
So,
mean, that is pretty crazy, bro.
So then the question is is it really
And
mental health?
that is crazy. Like, that's not just like the murder I know is gang members.
Yeah.
The two homies were each in different gangs and they shot each other. I knew that.
Yeah.
But that's different. That's kind of basic
Mhm.
compared to what you said.
Oh yeah, man, that's.
But you
Yeah, I know
you
who-
remind me of another recent murder. Didn't there was a guy that shot his mom, his dad, and he killed his dad and his brother, shot his mom, and then went on a killing spree through town? Didn't that just happen recently?
I don't remember. I
Yeah.
think it's the guy in the Prius shot up some fucking liquor store.
Are you talking about the one in Downey?
Yeah.
Dude,
But-
I drove by there and I
Oh,
seen the
damn.
cops there and everything. That shit was crazy.
Damn. Yeah, he started going on a rampage.
It happened around here,
Oh,
bro.
man. You see, but again, I think those are different things, though, because I think you're just acting on some sort of instinct. And I can't talk for them. I'm not defending anybody, but I'm
Yeah.
saying you act on instincts when you make certain actions happen. Like when something happens, you're gonna react, and you're gonna either react based on how fucking like patient I guess you are with yourself or something. But the whole idea is that we're all like a hairline away from doing something like that. If
Oh,
it,
yeah.
there's just something. We don't know what it is yet, but we know we have it, and we're ready to fucking jump on that if
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah.
So like it helps me understand like fuck how it tries to help me understand how this kind of stuff comes within your mind to start to take action on it. But
Some people think that I hear this shit or I learn about this shit and that I'm like, oh, you're gonna go crazy. It's more like I'm the Incredible Hulk and I gotta hear this shit so I know how to contain it. So I know how not to go crazy because these motherfuckers lose their mind.
Yeah.
And anybody could lose their mind. Whether you have an anxiety attack, you have a nervous breakdown, or you go on a rampage. That's all the same thing. It's all a mental breakdown. You know, it's all the same thing. So the difference is you hurt yourself, you hurt people around you, or you go on a rampage.
Right now, man.
Yeah.
You know, but that's one thing that kind of does bother me. It's the fact that I don't think they're trying to pinpoint exactly what the real reasoning behind this all stuff is. You know, I'm not saying it doesn't just come from hate, but there's more to it. You have to find out what started that fire.
You think it's a government program to like get rid of like some of the population and like thin it out, some kind of?
I mean, I don't know, dude.
These are like, instead of like setting off bombs, they set off these fucking crazy bombs.
Yeah, it's like some fucking.
Some dude
like
goes on a stabbing spree in downtown
agents.
LA. Yeah, just goes on a stabbing spree in downtown LA, or shoots up the fucking Walmart.
Dude, I think it could be. I mean, okay, like, I don't want to get into conspiracies, but I kind of really do. So,
Go ahead,
oh
man.
fuck! I always got scared of this sound, dude. But the whole thing is, what was I saying? Oh yeah, with the sleeper agents, you know, it's I wouldn't doubt there's some sort of government program that does that kind of stuff. Because again, if you want to push an agenda to something, you have to have a way to have control over how that agenda is going to get pushed. You know, it's kind of like how you do advertising or marketing for a company.
Yeah.
You're doing something, and you're kind of doing it based on the research that you've done on the population in regards to what they like, how they react, what their impulses are, you know, type of thing.
Yeah.
And with that kind of information, you're able to know what you're going to make that's going to keep your base growing and shit.
Yeah.
Or push something, you know, towards a product. So I wouldn't doubt the government works in a specific way like that too. You know, they're able to see to an extent how far things are going to go, how, you know, when they stoke the fire, and then come in and like try to
take advantage of the situation.
Yeah. You know, because I've been watching, I know people are going to give you shit, or not you, but like just probably anybody shit. But there's a documentary. I've been watching a bunch of documentaries on Netflix on World War II or just the history of America. And dude, as everybody knows, you know, we're just a bunch of douches. You know, that's a country, you know? Yeah. I mean, with, you know, we're what are they called? A wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah. You know, and a lot of people don't want to face that reality, that how we got here has been really dirty.
America?
You know? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So, again,
and it sucks because
this could be part of it.
If we would just take a step back and do what America is known for, and like, all right, because we've always been young, and we weren't set in our ways like these other countries that are fucking thousands of years old. We were young, so we were always like, well, let's just do what's the best. What's tradition? What's the best? Yeah. We were doing that forever, and it worked for us forever up until, you know, recent, when some races or, you know, cultures thought they were being outnumbered or being not heard, and they got, I mean, it just sucks because when you're top dog and you're being like, when you're at school, you're elementary, you're 6th grade, you're like, I'm the top dog, everybody looks up to me, and then you go to junior high and you're like, fuck, I'm fucking like everybody else, if not worse, I'm the bottom of the totem pole. Yeah, it sucks. So when everybody's even, you might be, you know, either equal or even below that person. It sucks. But the quicker you realize that and work with one another, then you can work through shit. But that's not ever going to happen, bro. Oh, no. There's too much money involved. And the money is what's always going to pay for whatever needs to happen. Exactly. Money could buy. I always tell people, you could do anything you want for money. Anything you want to do in life. You want to be a pop star, you could do that for money. Mm-hmm. But to do it for free or cheap is impossible or hard, you know? So that's what I'm saying, is they need to take the money out the fucking system, whether it be politics or anything. Yeah. There's some politicians, bro, they wrote essays that they were going to literally try to implement more money into the system. And now they're senators. And it's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, the documentary was seen, like, everybody's kind of entangled. Like, one way or another, it's everybody that's, you know, a lot of the people who have been in positions of power are somehow all interrelated and one, interconnected in a sense, either through family, through influence, or through like friends and stuff, or and a network that goes further than that. But yeah. So it looks like they want to just have the control, And again, I think these are. I don't want to say, because I don't want to demean anybody's life, because that's the last thing we want to do and shit. But I think it's important to try to figure out exactly what's causing this, and like, people can say they're distractions for something else that's going on, and unfortunately those are distractions that are real and that they've done before to fucking try to steer the conversation somewhere else. And I think we're at that point again. So I don't know, man. It's fucked up. It's fucked up that a lot of people, innocent people, have to be put in the position of that,
What I've heard a couple of different plans, and yeah, it would be nice if we could get politics back to where it used to be, boring and about budgets and about laws and policies and stuff, and only going to war when necessary. If we could get back to that. But with what America has done and what they've created and brought into this world, it's kind of like once you've brought into this world, now everybody's gonna want to do it, and not even they're gonna do it, they're gonna try to do it better.
Yeah.
And so what other countries have the advantage over us is they're not democracies. They could do, like, they're basically corporations, and what they say goes. And they have just as many resources or even more than us. And
for
now
sure,
they
that's
know,
where we're getting our imports from.
and now they're knowing their power. We still got leverage, but we think we have the huge leverage, and we don't. And if we would play our cards right and try to smooth things out, but we have cocky sons of bitches in charge, so it's gonna be real hard to get back to that. And they have their like they have their fucking communism or whatever the fuck they have it over us, because they could just dictate what to do.
Oh yeah, no, dude,
and we can't hear. That's why they keep trying to constrain power to one person.
Oh yeah, you know what movie I just finished watching? Schindler's List.
Yeah,
have you seen it?
A long time ago, but I know there's a chick, a little kid, like, isn't there a red coat, a red balloon?
That's it. The red balloon's it.
Okay.
But the red coat is I think it's a little girl that just comes out twice in the movie. Red's a black and white movie. I think Steven Spielberg made it or directed it.
Yeah.
I just saw it for the first time like a few days ago. So it's just in a nutshell, it's about Nazi Germany. How all these Jews got taken into concentration camps, or how they were treated, when they were being forced to do labor and all this. And it's a pretty cool movie. It's fucking long, but it's pretty cool.
It was 2 VHS tapes back in the day.
Oh shit! Oh, yeah. That's right. It was like 91 or something when it came out. Yeah. So Netflix is no movies. But so I wouldn't understand what you said. But anyways, it was an interesting movie, and it just shows you how those power systems are just put in place, and once you have that power, you just act on your fucking.
You just act to keep it.
Yeah, you use that. Yeah, exactly. And you'll do whatever you have to do to just stay in that power, or it just feels good. Like the general who was just fucking blasting people with the sniper. Oh, sorry, that was a spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
But somebody gets
from
sniped.
a VHS movie. Fucking.
But I recommend people watch it, because it kind of shows you how things are today. It only takes one person, even if they're not in that mindset, to instill that into people, that you say something to them and somebody else is going to take it as like your fucking word, like God's word and shit. Like, oh shit, they're invading us. Those are the bad ones. Those are the fucking rapists and killers. And then that's what it takes, because I don't want to demean either that the fact that white supremacy exists too. Man, that shit's real, and people don't like to admit that. It's bigger than we know it, than we think it is. I don't know, man, but I think those fires are just being fucking stoked at, and at this point, there's no control over.
And how many Germans did Hitler have? Let's say 50 million, 100 million.
Let's say 100 million.
So let's just say he had 100 million. Let's give him 150 million Germans. Some of these people online have 500 million subscribers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those sometimes.
What is this? 18 million?
18 million.
Total served, yeah.
See? So
yes,
what are those people on Twitch or YouTube could smash. If they wanted to call upon the army, they probably could, bro. It's like legit. How many people did Alex Jones have as his peak? A couple of million, probably, you know?
Yeah, true. The subscribers he had, right?
And I'm talking about, like, these are people that I'm pretty sure unique subscribers, you know, like, I'm not giving them the whole number, but the full number. It's too much influence in the world. And the internet, instead of people being like, let's promote people for having talents, let's promote people for having good morals and good ways. No, they want to promote the worst people doing the worst things.
Yeah, right.
You know, I don't know. The culture's pretty lost, but we could save it. Is the thing. If we wanted to really save it, we could. But no, everybody's real lazy too now, and that might be in the design of everything.
No, yeah, I mean, you're just disconnected. You feel like you're doing something by just reading and being like, you know, having research come into your fucking mind. But in reality, what are you doing to make those things happen? You know, and I mean, it's hard. I don't even know what the fuck to do. Maybe you can go to change.org, but what is that going to do? That's only going to give you a signature to some bullshit that's probably not going to be seen.
It's all being filtered, though. It's all on the internet, and these companies are starting to filter all the content on the internet. Because what happened? They got you off of newspapers, off of media, and got you online, reading all your information online, right? Whether it be through social media or through actual news outlets. Now, what are they doing? They're manipulating that news and changing it. Sometimes it's been proven, right? It's the algorithm, right? Whatever the fuck algorithm, but it's changing. Something's changing the news or changing what's going on. So now we can't even get the correct news anymore.
Yeah, it's just like blurry. It's just murky. Like there's no filter. It's just like everything's merging, and it's kind of hard to tell unless you really dig deep into that rabbit hole, and you're like, okay.
And who has time for that?
Yeah, nobody has fucking time for that.
I got a job.
Yeah, and you know, you're on Instagram, your attention span on a video is 16 seconds before you swipe fucking up or something, you know?
Exactly.
You know, so like how much information are you going to process in there? But another, you know, one thing that he mentioned in the video was video games.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Like, come on. That conversation's been being brought up every couple of years for the last 25 years since video games really started coming out.
Yeah.
It's like, how, like you said earlier, we play violent video games.
Yeah.
You know, there's a God of War. I don't for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
You know, that game's violent as fuck. There is Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto. You know, you go on those massive.
I go back to the days of Mortal Kombat with the code for blood.
Yeah.
I go back to Doom. You know, Duke Nukem with the vulgar language.
Yeah. Right. Like it was just raw.
Yeah.
You know, but again, like how much influence did that really have on your personality? Obviously, you're not a fucking shooter.
What was that one that the one that Rockstar made where you're a serial killer?
Serial killer.
Yeah. Manhunt.
Oh, you literally play that game, no.
Bro. You literally choke somebody with a plastic bag.
Oh,
like you put it over their head and you wait till they die.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game was dope. But that's what I'm saying. Like these games are very violent and everything, and I played all of them. But I don't wanna do any of that. Matter of fact, sometimes I get my energy out on those games because I'm like, you know, like I play Grand Theft Auto and you get into a few fender benders and you're like, damn, you're in the car now. Like,
yeah, right. You're listening to the soundtrack and out of nowhere the cops start chasing you.
Yeah.
Not the real cops, people.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto cops.
I mean, sometimes. I ain't gonna say I'm not a G.
See, well, I mean, that whole conversation is being brought up again for some fucking reason. Instead of, again, trying to pinpoint what all these shootings have in connection and figuring out what's making these people tick and how to fix that problem.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Because right now they're supposed to, I think there's going to be a bill that's going to be going through the House or the Senate or something.
Really?
That's going to be like a balance between stronger gun laws, but still not infringing on people's rights.
That sounds like a stupid. That sounds. What is that? What is that exactly?
I don't know. I think they're just trying to make the background checks, like better.
Yeah.
You know, because you can go into a gun shop and just ask for something, you know, with an ID, or I don't know, maybe. But the whole idea is trying to make them better, so it's more secure for people who are gonna do it. And I think they're trying to pass a law. I think in California or. Do your research, people. But there's somewhere in some state they're trying to pass a bill that says that if you're deemed mentally unill, they have the right to go and take your weapons from you or something.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are gonna go
Red
crazy on
flag
that.
law, like and they'll take it from you quicker and easier, like legally, instead of like normally it takes a long time to take these guns away from these
Right.
people legally.
Mhm. Yeah, so if they deem you not mentally like stable,
There
you're
was
gonna go.
there was a lot of strict laws that were going to be put into place, and that dude fucking
Mhm.
vetoed them. So I don't know what he's
Yeah.
trying to do now exactly.
So talking about that, like there's this scene, might be a little too graphic for some people, but
Oh.
talking about gun violence. So I'll probably only show a few seconds of it, but in Modern Warfare 2, there was this level. It's called the Russian. I don't know. You're a Russian agent and you're going through an airport, and basically you're just fucking gunning people down in there.
Yep.
I remember playing it. Maybe
It was one of my favorites.
it was a fun, level, but not because you're being fucking, shooting everybody. It's just an intense, like adrenaline-filled thing that's going on. Maybe I don't know. I shouldn't probably be saying that.
Huh.
But
It feels so good mowing down
fuck.
those people, but I didn't really like it. I feel bad.
it's the truth, people. But again, there's a difference between acting on it and just
Yeah, man.
going through what you're, through the story, through the narrative that this was brought upon.
Yeah.
It was something that came through the narrative that was going through, and it was being expressed. But again, video games, I don't think should be blamed. I think it's a bigger problem than that.
Absolutely.
And that conversation needs to be everybody needs to have that conversation, because again, they're just fucking trying to pinpoint different things. Oh, he's mentally ill. He's not a child. Oh, he's a child. But there's fucking young black kids. They're like calling adults.
And that's what pisses me off. Exactly. Like you said it right now. Like it'd be one thing if they treated all these people like this equally. Like, oh, they're all children. But they literally treat young kids of color, like as young as 9, they try them as adults.
Right.
I'm amazed when they do that sometimes. It's obvious the kid didn't know what they were doing. But yet they want to charge somebody with something because somebody needs justice. Well,
Mhm.
fine then. It should be equal across the board. But yet, no, these people are mentally ill. What the fuck? Some of these people are not even rich. What do they have on these people? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Why would they deal with that shit? But they do.
Yeah, I think there was on Twitter or something. They posted a video of 2 cops on horseback.
Oh, yeah.
And they had it was an African American dude
Yeah.
handcuffed, and they had the rope on his handcuffs, dragging him down the street. Not
Yeah.
dragging him, but making him walk down the street.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like, do they not think once, like, hey, maybe this looks a little wrong? It holds some like historical weight that maybe
They
it
don't
shouldn't
care,
be
bro.
done.
They just want to. They're just doing their job.
Yeah,
They
see,
don't-
but I wonder, are they just really that oblivious? They're like, oh, we're just taking him. It's a normal fucking day for us.
they don't care.
Or do they secretly know, like, oh, this is the meaning to him?
I just think they don't care, bro. Honestly, I just think they don't care, and it's sad because they need to think about it. It's not like they consciously do it to be dicks. I think
Yeah.
they just don't care. They weren't thinking.
Oh, fuck, man. What kind of fucking place are we in right now? Right now, I think everybody's just fucking running around with their heads up their ass. Just not everybody, but what are we know as a system in our society. Like, everybody's just fucking free for all.
It's pretty bad, and it sucks because a lot of I don't like the PC.
Yeah.
I don't like the political correctness. It's too much.
Mhm.
I understand about offending you, but don't be mad at my humor. Don't be mad at what I deem funny. I understand that, some humor is not good or appropriate in some locations, but you shouldn't. I just don't like people who heckle and get mad at comedians for doing what they do. Then
Yeah.
don't go watch it. But don't go, and if they do something, you get obscene and throw a fit. That's annoying. But I also don't want this racism that's
Mhm.
dude, it's out there. People
Yeah.
with their bumper stickers and their flags and their sayings and stuff. There was these kids that had a AOC cutout, and they were choking and groping her.
Oh, shit.
It was a cardboard cutout, like one of those life-size ones, and they had Mitch McConnell shirts. I don't know what they said, but they were for him,
Mhm.
and they were they had this cutout, and they were fucking with it, and it's kind of weird, bro. I understand the joke, but I don't. It's
Yeah. Like, the thing
you
is,
can't have it both ways. You can't be obscene and want it PC.
Yeah, no, there has to be a balance.
Why not?
People don't want to say, they just want to lean to one side. I'm not saying, you know, that that's how you should think, but everybody runs to one side without really thinking about what the other side is and trying to find a middle ground.
Yep.
You know, that's what you should be attempting to do, because then you just become a fucking sheep. You know, whether you're in the left, on the right, and stuff. You know, you're gonna become a sheep if you're not really trying to keep your mind open and really have like free thought. You know, and really try to make your own impressions instead of just going based off what you're reading. You know, for fucking 3 seconds on the headline. It's like,
Yeah, just stay balanced. I tell people all the time is like being smart is not always being like having knowledge. You know, not having book smart, not having. Being smart is being. Don't be influenced so easily to the point where you're just, you know, somebody's pawn. Don't let somebody take advantage of you, but also be willing to offer help. Don't be such an asshole where you won't help somebody who needs it. You know what I mean? And if everybody passed it around, like the helping knowledge to each other without taking advantage of each other, I think things will get along better. Cause I mean, I hate when people are selfish or lazy and shit like that. And whenever I am, I get called out on it. I feel real bad, and I try to adjust, even though I do it again.
mm-hmm.
But
like,
I feel real bad.
Like something that you say
or do.
Yeah.
It's selfish or inconsiderate. I could be a real asshole. I don't know if you tell, but I'm just a hard ass because I like to get shit done real, you know. But even that way, I could have handled shit a better way. But this current climate doesn't allow me.
Yeah.
Imagine if everybody was nice to each other, what it would be like. So my advice is put ecstasy in the water.
Still.
Shit.
Yeah, that'd be pretty trippy. I think some guy got arrested a few months or a year ago. It was here in LA. He was trying to just put LSD in the containment because I think he wanted to set something free.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say ecstasy, but no, I think I heard about the LSD thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so like this lady a few weeks ago, she apparently, so it says a North Carolina woman who was accused of using a racial slur in a restaurant confrontation this week has gone since viral, says she will use the same slur again. So this is a video of her.
Calls a black patron the N-word.
All of this captured on cell phone
So the N-word. People know what the N-word is.
Which one?
video.
The N-word. Nigga.
Video.
But that, you know, that's not the point, people. The point is how you say it in context. So
Yeah.
I think that's where people mess with jokes. You know, when you're, you know, there's no context being put. You know, like people who put something on Twitter. A lot of people don't understand sarcasm through just reading a sentence.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's where a lot of the miscommunication happens. And yeah, sometimes some jokes can be a little insensitive.
Absolutely.
But ultimately,
Most of
at
them
the
are
end of the day, at the end of the day, you know, there's, we can't censor that. Like,
I mean, that's what I tell people. If it's not your humor, move on.
Yeah.
If it's not my music, I'm not gonna write to Taylor Swift and be like, "Yo, this track was garbage. That shit's wash. Yo, I need you to re-record track 7, put it back out on the new CD, so I could buy it and make it dope." No, you just don't listen to it. You fast forward.
Yeah.
And it's like with comedians or comedy or music or media or movies. Like if it's not you, leave it alone.
You know what's funny? The other day, you know, a while back, I don't you know, when like homie, nigga, homie, you know, you use it in a sense where saying, "Hey, what's up, bro?" You know, it's like a bro. It's like a different cultural way of saying bro, or like, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you know,
we've all said those words back in the
like,
days.
"Hey, what's up, homie? Hey, what's up, nigga?"
I went through all the high school saying that, and I tried not to be caught dead saying it.
But you know, and how I've heard people feel like, okay, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't use the word, you know, nigga, or sing it when the song comes in or something. And it's like, okay, you know, I
sing it.
You know, I do give some thought to it. Like, okay, maybe they do feel a little like fucking weird about it, you know. And then the other day I had an experience, which again, maybe it sounds selfish, but you don't go through these thoughts until it happens to you, and you're like, oh shit, I understand, you know, that person's perspective. The point is, there was a guy at my job and stuff, and over the phone, and he's talking to me, asking me about something, and at the end of it, he goes, "Oh, cool, thanks, homie." And it's like, this is one of like the whitest guys ever, which is, you know, cool, you know. But hearing him say homie, I was like, what the fuck? I ain't your homie. And like, why are you even saying homie? And I you know, I got a little offended. You know, there was just something about it that I just felt like, man, what the hell? Yeah, he shouldn't be saying that. And I kind of understood what they had told me before, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't use that word, like, you know, nigga. And I was like, you know, I kind of had a fucking flashback to how I felt then, and I was like, oh fuck, maybe, you know, maybe. But again, I think
But
it's all
even
about
bro,
the context.
Because I mean, Hawaiians say bro,
Yeah,
and that's kind of cultural appropriation. I'm serious. They say bro,
yeah, they do
brother
say
and
a lot.
bro. So I mean, it is what it is. I just do the Jersey Shore and just say my guy, my dude. That's it.
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
done.
Yeah, I started saying my dude.
That's it. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else I can do.
Mm.
From then on, I'm just gonna start being like Prince and giving them a sign, like, you know,
Just fucking hammer me.
just have a sign like a handshake. That's
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
See, now it brings me back to this video here. So the lady was accused of using a racial slur. So they caught her on camera, and she was basically saying the N-word. So
That has now
Let's see
generated
this little clip
thousands
real
of
quick.
shares and comments on social media.
they got her on the news. Okay.
Oh, but she said that. She said the
Yeah,
hard.
she said she
Women
finished
in
it with
both
the
sides of this video.
WREL
And she
Sarah
said it on
Kruger
camera.
talked with them all. Joins us now live in Raleigh. Of course,
Okay,
Sarah,
we
this
can skip
happening.
this. Okay.
N-word kills.
Yeah, for sure.
Another
Let me find the video
customer,
here.
the N-
Yeah, I'll take a little bit. Thank you, senor. Yeah, so I mean, basically, to give you some context here, they were at a restaurant. They had a confrontation, and the lady went ahead and said the N-word with a really strong at the end of it. And thank you. She basically lunged at them, and you know, it was recorded online. So a few days after that, they went ahead and the media went up to her house and kind of had like an interview with her, trying to find her perspective on why she said this, per se. And let me see if I can find the part here.
word.
Okay, she goes, "You're too loud. We're too loud, in your opinion." Let's see if people can hear it.
We're too loud. In your opinion, let me show you my money. It's just as green as yours.
Damn. Damn.
Oh shit.
At her home.
I'm a 70.
So yeah, people went to her house, and right here they interviewed her, and this is what she said in regards
I'm
to
a
what.
73-year-old lady that likes dick in her ass.
51-year-old
No?
woman who lives in Raleigh. I suffer from tremendous anxiety.
Wow.
She says that
Always
anxiety
excuse.
and the women's behavior pushed her to act as she did.
I'm not going to say I'm sorry to them because they kept pushing at it. So, and that's all I'd really like to
What
say.
about your use of the N-word?
I use that word because they forced me into it.
Do you see how that's incredibly offensive?
Yes, I do. That's why I said it. I would say it again to them.
She says
Damn. You see, like, just straight
Damn.
up, like, admitting it, taking fucking full responsibility for it, and saying, "I'll fucking do it again."
But what I'm saying is these people, well, first of all, we should be mad at fucking modern science and health because they keep these motherfuckers alive. But once they all die out, that's it. There's not gonna be that many.
See, but the shooters are young guys, man. They're like fucking in their early 20s.
But they're young. You know, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm just saying. I think a lot of these people are gonna die out, and it's gonna be like cigarettes. It's gonna be
there's
less and less people doing it.
Yeah, there's like those Vine videos where people are like, yeah, you fucking niggas, we'll fucking kill you. Or about Jews and shit. And it's
Oh,
like,
I haven't seen those.
yeah, it's like some.
I guess it's not in my algorithm.
Well,
Is
it's
it in
like-
your algorithm?
Yeah, probably, because it comes out pretty often. You see college students using racial slur. This keyboard is, my fingers are too fucking chubby for this shit. Okay, right here, watch. They expelled them because watch, this is what they're saying.
Okay, go ahead.
So basically,
Oh, fuck, that.
I got it.
My ears are bleeding. Alright, cool, let me see. I can just press play?
Yeah.
homozygous NN is a half white, half black person, right? And so they have a 25%
So they're just explaining
chance
basically-
of birthing a full black nigger and a 50% of birthing a
They're basically looking at a blackboard and they're reading up squares that say, what does it say here? I think it says homo, nigga.
homozygous genetic trait.
Yeah, this is probably not the clearest one I've seen, but point is, yeah, again, like these young people, they're just embracing the use of those words and that kind of behavior, and it's like, dude, like, where does that stem from? Their parents? I don't know. Are they just being taught something different?
That is something that definitely it's two things. People always think it's the internet. People always think it's the family. It's both.
Yeah.
It takes both because, for example, in my family, even though I'm Cuban Puerto Rican, there were some racist people in my family.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was people that didn't like certain, Asian or just different
Yeah,
people, race against different people.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I had definitely had my parents.
My grandpa, my grandma's husband Ken, that dude was a little racist. I mean, I heard the most racist shit out of his mouth, but
Yeah.
I love the guy, and that's just the thing is I understood the difference between what he was saying and what the reality was. And even though he would say stuff to me like that or tell me stuff, I didn't take it that serious because I understood both aspects, but I didn't tell him shit. I didn't try to change his mind because it's my grandpa. I love the guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the internet helps these people stoke those fires. And what I'm worried is there's trolls out there that are in, trolling these people and getting them stoking these fires, trying to get them to do this shit too.
Yeah, right.
Besides the people that actually care.
You mean like we like
Besides the actual people who want to do this shit to kill or
like out of
you got
like,
trolls stoking the fires.
Oh right, yeah. No, it's true, man.
They like anarchy or chaos.
Yeah, I mean I don't want to go back into the whole just blaming it on the government.
Sorry.
That's cool. The whole just blaming the government and stuff, but and especially in like South America, which is Mexico, fucking Brazil, everything below fucking the border. Everything there at some point has been, it's been infiltrated by the government. Either not there, because so at some point they were directly interfering with these international affairs. They were going in there, sending people over to kind of disrupt governments and stuff to help bring people that were going to benefit them in their trades and whatnot.
Yeah, of course, resources. Bringing democracy to these countries.
Exactly. So at some point, I think it was near Vietnam, the Vietnam times. This is just me fucking.
Yeah, because Nicaragua was going on and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so once they did that, they started. They saw that there was not a lot of progress by having military action. So they started just doing what do they call infiltrators?
Yeah.
They start
CIA.
creating. The CIA exactly. They start training, people that live in that country to kind of start
overthrow the country,
training them exactly, and just total them from the inside. So that's how at this point how it's been. So it's not easy. It's not.
Well, no, we went past that now because we got a little taste of it when we went to Iraq for Desert Storm first.
Oh right.
And then we started doing something new. We started doing recently since 2001 is nation building. We're no longer allowing the rebels or them to overthrow the country. We're just going in there ourselves as much as we can and either sending drones to bomb them because we don't need the Congress permission or whatever the fuck for that, or we're going in publicly, like when they kept trying to go into fucking Syria and Yemen and all these places. So that's the new thing. That's the new level, nation building. That's what they call it now, nation building. Yeah. But no, they're just fucking bombing the shit out of these places and it's making things worse. It's giving us enemies.
No, dude, it is
giving them more reasons to take our rights.
I don't know, man. It's ever since the whole what was the law called 2001
Patriot
Act.
Yeah.
That should just change stuff. Yeah. In all sorts of ways.
Yep.
And it just, I don't know, man. I think that's where we're at right now. Just a whole accumulation of, or like a snowball effect. That's pretty much what it is. The snowball's gonna get bigger.
No, for sure.
But we're in that point where since then everything's just been going downhill.
I was gonna say I would like to think that things could have been different that day because it just took, let's say a week between us being the country that we were on our progress to be, that we knew, more or less for the most part, and the fucking nation state that we're gonna become, but accelerated. We were gonna get there, but we're doing it now 3 times as fast. Yeah. And I think it's because I would like to think if Gore would have taken the presidency, then people would have calmer minds, would have cooled things down, and we would have had a better plan. And we definitely would have went into Iraq. Yeah, Iraq would not be up at all.
That's why, I see how time we have 9 minutes here. Okay. Yeah. For example, there's been, again, based on the documentaries that I've seen, it shows you a different part, or just the underdogs type of thing. It didn't focus on them, but it just showed you that during, I think, up to before World War II, there was candidates that were running for vice presidency or for president that had the hopes, that really have like a sound that sounds like Bernie right now. Like, look, we can end the fucking war, you know, and stuff. They were just really like socialist. I guess in their sense they were more socialist. You know, they were more. I don't know how to explain it, but they were not what the right or left was. I think at the time it was Roosevelt, and then I think some other fucking dude.
Yeah.
But anyways,
These people were social democrats.
Yeah, you know, they were fighting for what the people really wanted.
Yeah.
And you show that how there was inside powers, particularly like in the military industrial complex, that diverted the paths to those people to have a chance at winning those. Because the opposite, the person who did win, they were either more fucking ruthless, or they were easier to influence in regards to what they wanted to do for all that war period and stuff, you know, with regards to production and money, dude, money.
Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, it's the root of all evil. It's the base of everything. But what's pretty fucked up is like, yeah, you said the social democrat was FDR, right? He's the one that created the New Deal, right? I think.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that I think the military was cool with that back then. They were on board with that because they're like, fuck it, you know, we're cool with the New Deal. People work. We get more taxes, more money. We're going to get bigger budget because he's with us. We're cool with that. And I think the reason they kind of started changing the politics and the minds of people is when the draft went away. And they're like, oh, shit, we got to actually, you know, entice these people to join us and work for us and work hard, because they're not going to want to join the military. That's not voluntary. And they were right. So they between them and the corporations, they've taken over the whole entire country, because nobody was protecting the politics. Nobody was protecting the Congress because it was so boring. Nobody was paying attention except for the people who were the wolves in sheep clothing. And it sucks, bro. But I'd like to say that, Bernie Sanders was on Joe Rogan.
Dude, I saw that.
I can't wait for the episode tomorrow morning. Be sure to check it out. Episode, not to promote another podcast, but Joe Rogan Experience. He doesn't need my fucking name. Yeah, 1330.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I saw it today. I saw it with his dog, and I was like, dude, fuck yeah.
I was like, when is he going to be on the show? When is he going to be on the show? When is he going to be? I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised Trump isn't on there. Trump, the balls he has, I can see him going on that show.
I think people just advise him not to do it. Exactly. Like, you can't fucking do it. You can't fucking do it. And he's like,
Joe, I love your bear. You have the best bears. I have some great bears. Anyways, it's pretty bad, bro. And it's sad that it's not gonna get better. I tell my wife all the time. Yeah. It's not gonna get better.
It does kind of disappoint me. I mean, okay, do you think Trump's gonna get elected 2020?
Probably. Yeah. But
I think his chances are pretty high.
It doesn't matter. Even if he doesn't, we're never gonna go back to normal.
Oh, that for sure.
Shit down the shitter from now on.
So who do you see running as the Democratic? Because there's nobody else running against Trump. Like there's small guys.
He has a couple of people that want to challenge him in the Republican field.
You think they'll have any chance though? Nah, of course not. Yeah.
Trump. I don't know what the fuck it is, honestly, because he's not helping anybody. It would be one thing if he was helping you, but he's not. He does things here and there. He's like that one dude that does you a favor and now he wants you to do everything for him. It's like, no, man, a favor for a favor. Or, you know, sometimes just do stuff just because it feels good. What makes you feel good? I guess playing golf. That's it. Because, like, for me, I like to help people.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I do hope Bernie has a chance.
Yeah.
I hope Bernie has a chance.
I like Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh, yeah. Wait, is that the Tulsi Gabbard?
Is it Tulsi or maybe Gabby Tulsi?
I'm
sorry.
No, it's cool. Tulsi. Tulsi.
And that one chick, that one Southern chick that talks like this.
I haven't already heard of
her. Something Wilson or Wilmus, whatever. That chick, she came out of nowhere. She has some good ideas. Cool. It's pretty crazy. I don't know her name.
Wait, this is her?
That's Tulsi. Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh god damn, she's young.
She came out of Rogan's podcast back in the days.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, when she was a senator for Hawaii or maybe congressman.
Sick.
I like Kamala.
Yeah, I like Kamala too.
But honestly, I just want Bernie to win it, dude. I need Bernie in there because he has the knowledge and he knows the know-how.
Yeah, I think I hope
it just sucks that the Democrats are working against.
If he doesn't fucking win, I hope one of these takes him with them. Like
yeah, this time. If she would have taken him with them originally, every fucking person would have voted for her. Yeah. Every Democrat, they would have all went to the polls. But no, she had more. Yeah. She had. This is mine. I won this.
And I think this is a perfect example at this point to kind of show that we we are willing to, it's not we're willing, but I think we're completely open to having a woman president, because people were like, oh, you don't vote for Hillary because you don't fucking want a woman.
I voted
and
for a
shit.
woman.
Yeah, and there's nothing fucking wrong with fucking it. But if you didn't, not because you didn't want to vote for her because she's a woman, maybe because of her.
She's a liar and a cheater.
Exactly, but because of the stuff that she stood for, people call you like, oh, then you don't fucking like Hillary because you're a fucking woman hater. But it's like, no, like there's people coming out now that show that everybody's looking forward to that. Not everybody, but a lot of the people want that change. They want to make that happen, and they're open. But obviously, Hillary was the only one at that point. And
no, bro, they fixed it. It's crazy because they literally, people have admitted it. It was fixed in Hillary's favor, bro.
Yeah, of course. As we found out also after. I mean, you knew what all it was happening. And then later on it comes up, and you're like, yeah, everybody fucking knew it.
Fuck, dude, it was crazy. Like, the super delegates and everything, Bernie, I mean, he got screwed. He had the people, but he didn't have the elites.
Yeah, he didn't have the elites.
Let's see what happens, because Joe Biden's not going to win it. He was a front runner for a long time, and now he's starting to fizzle out. But the problem is he has some of those Trump people, too.
Mm-hmm.
He's just the right amount of racist to get those people, but he's a Democrat, and he was on Obama's.
He's like your creepy uncle, like.
So I mean, honestly, we just need a Democrat to get in there and to get shit back to normal, because shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck this guy's gonna do.
Dude, imagine 4 more years, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Absolutely. Especially with no investigation hanging over him, he's gonna go on a rampage.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since he can't run no more. He's gonna be like, do whatever the fuck he wants. Oh man.
Fuck. We'll see. Well, thank you, Dre. Thank you for joining me in this conversation today.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody who tuned in, and we'll see you guys.
Shout outs to Frankie. Shout outs to Tuss. Shout outs to Camo 211.
Oh, sweet. Thank you guys for sticking around.
And shout outs to Smurf. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's cool, man. And we'll check you guys out in 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, man.
You guys stay informed, and don't fucking. You know what to do.
Fuck.
Peace.